Hi everyone, I'm Gary Lamassa, a TME here at Pluribus Networks. Thanks for joining us for this short how-to video on creating a Layer 2 underlay with VRRP using UNUM. This video addresses the third step in a three-step process to building a physical underlay. Our setup assumes that in addition to being physically cabled and powered on, your switches have NVOS provisioned and the adaptive cloud fabric has been created. If you have not completed these steps, please refer either to the documentation for UNUM or the two videos that outline the processes on the pluribusnetworks.com resources page. There's a link at the end of the video and a QR code that will take you there. As you can see, we have 4 switches in a 2-leaf, 2-spine topology with VRRP between the spines. During this operation, UNUM will automate multiple network tasks, such as the creation of VLANs, trunks, vRouters, and VLAGs, across all of the switches in the network, saving significant amounts of time. In addition, UNUM will verify all the network implementation commands, eliminating downtime resulting from typos or improperly implemented features. To access UNUM, open a browser. We recommend Chrome, and type in the IP address. This will take you to the login screen where you can enter your credentials. And here we are in the main view. As you can see, we have a topology built with 2 spines and 2 leaves. In the details pane here in the lower half of the screen, you can see that we have 4 switches, as well as some information about the switches. Now, at this point, the adaptive cloud fabric's been built, and we're ready to take the next step and build the underlay. So in order to do that, we're going to launch a playbook, and it's going to give us multiple options. Layer 2 VRRP, we can also build Layer 3 VRRP with BGP, with OSPF, we can create Layer 2 with existing spines, and so on. So you have multiple options here. For the purposes of our demo, we're going to select Layer 2 VRRP. All right, we'll click the blue Next button. Now, this is where we get to enter some information, such as VRRP IPs, VLANs, and VRRP master switches. You could build a spreadsheet and upload it if you have a lot of entries. You can get some samples from this sample CSV link here. I'm just going to do a manual input to show everyone how it's done. So we'll add one. We'll enter a VRRP IP of 101.101.1.1/24, VLAN ID of 101, and here you want to select whichever spine you want to be the master for the VRRP configuration. So we'll select spine 1. Now, .1 is the address that everything's going to point to. The master will become the .2 address, and the alternate spine will become the .3 address. Click the Save button here, and then we're going to click Next. This is a chance to enter in some more information if you want, such as the VRRP ID. We're going to leave everything at defaults. If you have any questions about these entries, please refer to the UNUM install guide. Click the blue Add button, and at this point, the playbook is kicking off. Now, this can take a bit of time, figure a couple minutes per switch. So I'm going to pause the video here, and then we'll pick up again when it resumes. Okay, looks like the playbook has been executed. Now, if we look down in the details screen, you'll notice a few things. One, if you were following along in this process, you probably noticed that the CPU utilization, the memory utilization kept changing. That's okay, that's expected behavior, and it should all even out once the fabric settles. Also, if you look at spine 1, you'll notice there's some text highlighted here. This is the collector for the fabric. All a collector is a single switch that UNUM uses to collect information for analytics and management. Let's take a look at the playbook logs by clicking on the blue playbook logs button. Okay, these are our playbook logs. I'm going to scroll down a little bit because some of these steps that were executed were from the fabric creation. But if we go down further towards the end, we can see vRouters are being created. We can see trunks being created, STP. We can see clusters being created. These are all the successful execution steps that were automated by UNUM. Now, my total time invested in doing this was about less than 5 minutes. If you think about all the steps involved with configuring the CLI manually on each one of these 4 switches to build this layer 2 VRRP fabric, how long that would take, it's going to be in the hours, it might take you all day. That's an example of the power of automation that UNUM brings to the table. For more how-to videos and documentation, please refer to the resources section of the Pluribus Network's website. The QR code on the right will take you there. Thanks for watching.